Hi there, Lynx here, and welcome to another game from the Taimanin franchise. Today, it's Taimanin Yukikaze. And I've noticed in the background might need to be highly blurred, now that I think about it. Anyway, let's go on. Let's check out this one, because it's, aside from the starting screen, it's a save game again. At least as far as the trial goes. In the near future, Japan is plagued with demons from the dark side. Sorry, for a second there might be a feeling of double sound from the game. Anyway, there existed an unspoken rule followed since the ancient times that humans and demons should not interfere with each other. But it was broken with the essence of humanity and with the criminal syndicates and corporates pulling the strings. It was the time of chaos and decadence. But those who sought the righteous path were not helpless. The government established the organizations of ninjas, the humans who could fight against the demonic forces, to stand against the foul evils, men and demons alike. They were known as the Taimanin. The flickering moon casts its golden light upon a skyscraper, many hundreds of meters above the streets. On the rooftop, 3 silhouettes are buffeted by the wind. 2 women, 1 man. The woman breaking the silence has red ribbons in her hair. That's right, this is the character from the title, which obviously is not up my alley. Both her body and voice are befitting a maiden. Her name is Mizuki Yukikaze. Now that's more my type. The reply came from the buxom woman next to her, Akiyama Rinko. The raging wind drowns out their words. However, their equipped earphones make the conversation possible between the 2 partners. Rinko narrows her eyes, staring into the distance. A seemingly endless urban jungle lies in front of her. At this late hour, most of the many office buildings are unlit and empty. But this is Japan we are talking about. I wouldn't be surprised if people actually were still doing overwork. Because Japan? Is the stereotype or not? I feel it might not be, to be honest. That they overwork themselves. For also, what I've heard at least, it's not overworking. It's just staying at work. So they see you are there, like, what? What's the point? Waiting for their time, Yukikaze and Rinko stand perfectly still. Honestly, if I was thinking about it like that, and people would just stay like that because their supposed higher up is still at work, I'd be like, you know what, just get the hell out. Honestly. You should kick people like that, not, you know, not kick out from the company, but kick them out so they don't be there for no reason. What's the point, really? Go to your family, for fuck's sake. Anyway, waiting for the time, Yukikaze and Rinko stand perfectly still. Only their hair is fluttering in the wind. Beget by the shadows and vanishing into shadows, they are ninjas. On the other hand, the man behind them was fidgeting restlessly. Obviously nervous, he exuded a lack of experience and confidence.
Tatsurou.
Rinko suddenly speaks. Yes! The nervous man, Akiyama Tatsurou, answers with a jolt. Again, only the girls are voiced. Rinko chides him lightly. Yes, Rinkone! His reply isn't steady in the slightest. Yukikaze glances at Tatsurou. The sad sigh brings a disappointed expression on her face. Even their cutting-edge earphones fail to pick up her minuscule sigh. Of course, Tatsurou doesn't catch it either. Still staring to space, Rinko let out a chuckle. Or maybe in front of you. Hey, that... Yukikaze raised her voice, since Tatsurou was too embarrassed to speak. Her cheeks are dyed red. Again a childhood friend. Okay, I forgot that he was your brother. Okay, then yeah, I guess it would be weird if he was interested in you. Yeah. Yukikaze. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I would prefer Rinko. That's right, Rinko. Yukikaze and Tatsurou acted in unison. Both of them had no ninja written all over themselves. Not that Tatsurou had any to begin with, they're reduced to young boys and girls acting their age. Elite. Rinko declares with a straight face. These three are Taimanin, and they are here for business. Right now their mission is about to begin. Regaining her composure, Yukikaze clears her throat. She asks Rinko. Just 10? During the entire conversation, Rinko never averted her eyes, not even while replying. She seems to be intently peering at something. And while it may look like she's staring to the void, she's indeed scrutinizing a precise place. It is located behind the buildings, way out of sight. Some guy is playing Taimanin Yukikaze. What? Each Taimanin has a special skill, so diverse that it is safe to say that no two share the same ability. I mean, there are probably not many of the Taimanins there anyway, so... Rinko has the ability, or ninpo, called the Kuton no Jutsu. The ability to shift through space. She was shifting her own side to a room a kilometer behind the building, peering into its visage. Shifting her what? How do you shift your... oh, what? It's a nice place for too much windows, to be fair, to my liking, to be honest. Like, I would not want, not like I will ever have some ability to have that, but I would not want an apartment or house that would be basically just windows. No.
おそらくビルの中の要所要所の警備も含めると護衛は100名規模だろう。ターゲットはよほど私たちが怖いようだ。
ビル内と外の警備はとりあえず無視。障害は即応できるターゲット周囲の10人だけ。許容範囲です。飛びましょう、リンコ先輩。
From the data gathered by Rinko, Yukikaze formulates a plan.
依存ない。しかし通常の視界外への跳躍は危険だぞ。失敗すれば壁に埋まってさよならだ。
Rinko smiles as she points at the skyscraper. Have you tried that before? Rinko smiles as she points at the skyscraper in front of her sight, dyed in darkness.
リンコ先輩の空遁の術ならば大丈夫。
Yukikaze replies without hesitation.
だそうだ、達郎。どうする？
Rinko asks the still silent Tatsurou. I also have faith in Rinko's technique. I feel like I should give him like a pathetic voice, but whatever. Rinko evenly thanks her nervous brother. The true power of Rinko's Kuton no Jutsu is not just shifting her own sight. Well, to be fair, from the very first moment you mentioned that, I would expect her to shift her entire body there, not just sight. The fact that she can just shift sight kind of weirded me out, but whatever. She could shift herself or a group or an object instantly into the destination. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think everyone thought of that. Rinko would put it as in she dives in the void and emerges from another void. That was the true extent of her capability. Why didn't she use it in animation to run away then? What the hell? And probably in visual novel later on as well. Moving her arms with a dancer's grace, Rinko weaves an esoteric hand seal. Ow. Light glows under her feet. Soon that light also swallows Yukikaze and Tatsurou. The next moment, the rooftop of Mishima Tower, 54 stories tall, which is 248 meters. Nice. In the extravagant salon of the penthouse, something strange happened. What do you mean by something strange? At the center of the room, tiny lightning flashes surge from nowhere. An instant later, they swelled into an actual explosion. The windows around the saloon shatter. As a strong wind rushes in, a shimmering orb emerges. A thunderous roar accompanies as the orb bursts. A blinding flare engulfs the room. After it fades, where the sphere used to be, the floor was cleanly gouged out, with the furnitures that used to occupy the area. That's good music, by the way. 3 people now stand there: Yukikaze, Rinko, and Tatsurou, yeah. The sudden turn of events leaves the salon's residents dumbfounded. The 10 burly men guarding them were no exceptions. Taimanin attack! Still, as expected from the professional fighters. Their reaction is only slightly delayed, and as they recognize the invaders, clothes, shouts of warnings are raised. However, that small delay proves fatal to them. She had blasters? Maybe. Before the men ready themselves, Yukikaze flies up. Like a fairy with wings. In her hands were a pair of pistols. It was an uncommon weapon to wield among Taimanins, well, among ninjas, yeah, who would usually prefer swords. Moreover, the pistols resembled a pair of single-shot flintlock, straight out of some kind of museum exhibition. But of course, at Taimanin, there was no way she would carry an antique for no reason. Let me guess, she doesn't need to reload. Those guns do not require ammunition. I'm a genius. No, I did not remember this from the animation, okay? You remember other stuff from the animation. Even though you really don't want to. Yukikaze sharp voice soars in the air. Couldn't she just shift like the shot from the weapons then? Wouldn't it be easier to clean the area out and then safely enter there? Just a suggestion. Lightning wells out from her body. The current running through her arms, fire surges from her weapons. That fires lightning. Pretty cool. A hail of lightning bullets gushes forth from the gun's muzzles. Instead of gunfire, thunder resonates with each shot. You know, those guns look pretty freaking cool, not gonna lie. The lightning bullets burrow deep in the guards' bodies. Did it blast through this guy's chest, by the way? Holy crap. They don't even have time to feel pain, as the projectiles burst inside their flesh. 5,000 bolts course through their muscles and rend them apart. In the blink of an eye, the 10 guards in the room are turned into chunky salsa. Ever since the ancient times, lightning was the symbol of divine retribution. It was as if Taimanin Yukikaze has blazed forth her sheer force, proving the ancient beliefs. What did you say? Divine, not much of a divine character, to be honest. All that was left was a dark-skinned old man and a fat fellow in his 40s. Your damn Taimanin! Cut short in the middle of his prattle, the frail elder departs for the netherworld. Rinko interjects. At the same time, the other guards in the penthouse burst into the room, like 20 of them, right? They were 20 strong. Oh my god, I remembered! Moreover, their appearance has been drastically altered. They now have the shape of lions, wolves, and tiger-like monsters. They were the demonic, non-human beings known as the Beastmen. You know what? That's not what I wanted to do. Where is the voice volume exactly? Rinko soundlessly rolls her katana from her waist. Ishikiri Kanemitsu, 2 feet and 5 inches. The Akiyama Heirloom. A single yell. I like how she has protectors on her arms. Rinko jumps into the Beastman horde with her naked sword. A wolfman stood against the flesh of her blade, which slipped through his gigantic body, as if sweeping through smoke. The fatal edge has sliced through the demonic body with no jot of blood. So something like Shokugeki, like the slice was too perfect.
白津くん、少し黙ろうか。なんだと、切られた血管自身が切られたことに気づくのが遅れたみてえだった。
That the body needed time to start bleeding. Over there it was fish, right? After the first swing, a stream of slashes is unleashed, sending the heads of both a lion and a tiger flying. A riposte sliced through the overhead fist of a bearman, dividing its arm whole. The next moment, the boar man's skull was cleaved in half. Ishikiri Kanemitsu's sharpness was uncanny. Even though they would shrug bullets off, the creatures are having their flesh torn to pieces, their bones severed. But it was nothing compared to the talent of Rinko wielding the blade at her will. Unremitting, flowing like water. She makes her blades the brush of her own bloody painting. In a few seconds, 5 beastmen have been dispatched. Only 5? Not 20? Rinko mutters. As if only now noticing it had been killed, the wolfman's body bisects and spills on the floor. What I said. Rinko stands atop a pool of blood, immobile. Her appearance was even exquisite and gorgeous. Rinko pointed Shigiri Kanamitsu at the remaining guards who were, as expected, visibly flinched. The ice-cold blade was untainted. It was clean? Are you serious? So yeah, really, the blood didn't manage to react. That's crazy. Yukikaze's turn being over, she now looks proudly at Rinko. The moment she readies her sword, one of the beastmen yelped. I know him! That... Lolly! She's the one known as the demon cutter Taimanin! Wait, no, stop. Wrong. I don't know why I was thinking... over there, whatever. I know him! That monster in front of us with the blade, she's the one known as the demon cutter Taimanin! I mean, it is a way to kind of distract them. The wolf-faced beastman's pointed gibe hits home. A bareheaded next to it immediately follows up. The other one with guns akimbo, the talent, Lolly, is Brad, is the lightning strike Taimanin, no doubt about it. I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, yours? The wolfman was cut in half and the bearman was mincemeat. They were right for when it comes to Rinko, it's not a problem. Yeah. If you like lollies, it's your problem. I don't. Lightning and steel echo inside the luxurious salon. And 1 minute later. Holy shit. Things have quieted down. Down to a bloodshed that is. The only survivors were the Taimanins and one another. Rinko and Yukikaze faced that one sole survivor, the fat middle-aged man. Of course, there was a reason he gets to live. I am indeed Yazaki Muneichi. Oh, I know you lot. You cheeky little brat. Even though his guards were exterminated, this man, Yazaki Muneichi, made a face that insisted as if he was still in control. It was an arrogant face, as if he was sneering, knowing that he would not die at this point. Slay. Yukikaze puts her gun on the middle of Yazaki's forehead. Shoot. Lolly says something like that to you. Are you worried? Not really. Yazaki's aggression stiffens as he suddenly realizes he could die. A hint of lightning runs down Yukikaze's right arm. Her finger slowly reaches for the trigger. Wait a minute! Hey! Rinko softly calls her name. Yukikaze's finger comes to a halt. Who's the target then? I mean, collateral damage, you know. He was around when we were slicing beastmen and so on.
You wouldn't dare to kill me, huh? Do you, Taimanin? You can't kill me. The chief secretary of the ruling party. You wouldn't get away with an act like that.
Yasaki asserts with a pale face.
脅してるつもり？お前なんて魔に協力して国を売るクズ野郎よ。敵の流れ弾に当たって不運にもなくなったってことにすればいいだけよ。
Yeah?
Do you believe that in that drivel those media bros who used to bash me? You call yourself Taimanin, but you're on the same level as the uneducated masses of the...
なんですって？
Yukikaze's face flushes with anger. Yasaki kept on making fun of her.
Alright, pretty rare son, listen up. The truth isn't as pretty as think. For decades now, this country has established a system where the strong prey upon the weak. That is the rule of this world, as well as the dark side you despise so much. In other words, I'm only exercising a victor's natural right. But you can't even understand that, because you're still a brat.
After having silently listened to Yasaki's speech, a cruel smile floats on Yukikaze's face.
ずいぶん悪党に都合のいい論理ね。なら、私の来撃の前に、お前が死ぬのもその理にかなっているということよね。
Do it. Just do it. Are you saying it, brat?
私が正気かどうかなんて、今から殺されるお前には関係ないでしょ。死ね。
Yukikaze.
Let her shoot.
Rinko stopped Yukikaze with firm words.
今すべきことは任務を忠実に完遂することだ。その男にはいずれ罰が下るだろう。
Let's sigh.
手を出すなと命令されている。
It might bite you back.
分かっています。少しこのクズ野郎の冷や汗が見たかっただけですから。
Yukikaze laughed in a tone that was both as if she intended it all along, and as if she stopped on because Rinko told her to. Still, she did not even try to hide her contempt against Yasaki.
強者がどうとか言ってたけど、その割には震えてるわよ。
She said that as she lowered her caliber.
You think you can make a fool out of me and get away with it? One word from me and you are goners. I swear I'll give you hell. You brown... lolly,
誰が貧乳よ、クソ親父！
I mean you, of course. I mean, who else in the room could I call that?
Yukikaze's beautiful kick crashed into Yasaki's jaw, sending his large frame flying.
Yukikaze!
I'm joking, by the way, okay? I'm not into lollies and so on, but I'm joking. Kind of. Or do I?
殺してないです。
Yukikaze flustered as Rinko snarled at her, as if her leg moved by itself.
ほら、生きてます、生きてます。ちょっと顎も砕けちゃってます。
A little off.
別に大丈夫ですよ。
A little off.
まったく、お前というやつは。
Rinko lets out a weary sigh.
Oh, you...
静かにして。
Maddened by the pain, Yasaki tries to push himself up, but is cut short as Rinko's scabbard strikes in the pit of his stomach. Yasaki finally passes out, his mouth frothing and foaming.
リンコ先輩。
まあこれくらいはな。お前が蹴らなければ私が蹴り飛ばしていたところだ。
Now unsheath the blade and finish. Suggestion. Really?
It happened when you were fighting Beastmen. Come on. No one will find out. It will stay between us.
Yukikaze's face suddenly lights up.
これで任務完了ですね。
Honestly, what was their mission then? I mean, certainly it was not to slay just the bodyguards, right? That was dumb if... what? With a gentle smile, Rinko's hand softly brushes Yukikaze's cheek.
では撤収するぞ。下の階の護衛連中もそろそろ異変に気づいてくるだろう。
The three gather. And once more Rinko weaves a peculiar sign and the three vanish soundlessly from the place. The only remainder was unconscious Yasaki and Tatsuro's voice. Oh, what? What do you mean Tatsuro's voice?
I didn't get to do a thing.
Few days later. Deep in the rural mountains stood an academy. It is the place Yukikaze, Rinko and Tatsuro call home. To thwart the continuous growth of the dark forces influence, the government funded a hidden village for Taimanins and their children. Even though we still don't know how Taimanins are being born, because supposedly they are not allowed to formal relationships, which is... like, what? I mean, it was in the first game, right? Here students hold themselves from an early age to become full-fledged agents. Information regarding the Taimanin Training Institute was a top secret, with a classification even above the new tank schematics. This is Gosha Academy. Yukikaze, Rinko and Tatsuro are all the 3 students at this unique campus where pupils of all ages strive to improve their skills. After accomplishing their mission at the tower, the returned 3 are about to give their report. As they reach the chief instructor's office, they retained a strained look.
Akiyama Rinko, Mizuki Yukikaze, Akiyama Tatsurou. 任務完了の報告に上がりました。
Oh, for fuck's sake, stop doing that game. We'll get the BGM a little lower. Because I can't hear them. After Rinko introduces the group, a refined voice answers from inside. It's her! A gorgeous teacher meets the group. Of course, she's no ordinary teacher. Her name is Asagi. You might know her. You might have seen her yesterday. She was the chief commander of Taimanins, the strongest of all. Yeah, right. The dinosaurs of the dark side whispered her name in terror. Or so you think. Or so you think. She was also a rigorous instructor for the 3, in charge of the combat exercises. The group stiffens at Asagi's words. On this entrance mission for this mission. What does that mean? Ringo gasps and Yukikaze's face brightens. And the dude is like, you are a failure, man. Both bow in unison. Yes, that's what she said. I mean, he's done nothing, right? Asagi looks at Tatsuro, invisible as always.
Say what? It's because I didn't get to do a thing? Suited for kunoichis?
Tatsuro asks back. Asagi said with face she makes in the classroom.
Yeah, but excuse me.
Tatsuro bows and leaves the room. You know, I think of the 3 over here, I like Rinko the most. I mean, design-wise. With her childhood rank relegated to a backup position, Yukikaze seems to experience mixed feelings. I mean, personality-wise, I couldn't really tell. Even from the animation, obviously. Like, you can't learn anything about those characters, obviously. I want to really erase the memory of that animation from my mind. With her childhood friend relegated to a backup position, Yukikaze seems to experience mixed feelings.
That's right, your boyfriend has failed.
Rinko, Yukikaze, 少し話をさせてもらうわ。
While Asagi turns towards the two, a gentle but pained expression can be read on her visage, almost as a warning before her speech.
あなたたち二人はまといの任務に選ばれた。だからこれからは私個人としての意見よ。
She should be saying, "Don't accept it, run! You don't want to go through what I've gone through."
昨日あなたたちに話したと。
That's what she should say.
今回のまといの任務は非常に過酷なものになる。わかるわね。
Yeah, it was.
はい。
分かっているつもりです、浅木先生。
Even though they are witnessing their strict teacher's gentle face for the first time. That's a gentle face? Are you sure? It only makes the two more apprehensive. The put-on mission is a Taimanin jargon, designating an undercover investigation requiring the agents to radically alter their identities.
今回の潜入先は地下都市読み原。政府の力もタイマニンの力も届かない日本で最も闇に近い歓楽街。
And that's why you should not send the woman there, for fuck's sake.
かつて私も東京キングダムと呼ばれる危険な無法地帯に潜入したことがあるけど、そこよりもさらに危険な
You once snuck there? Oh,
魔界の勢力圏と言って過言ではない街よ。
I wouldn't call getting kidnapped sneaking in.
承知しています。
Ignoring their combined answer, Asagi continues.
読み原にいる女は娼婦か奴隷しかいない。つまりあなたたちは娼婦として潜入することになる。
Don't accept.
覚悟の上です。
What the hell is wrong with you?
They answer together again. Even though Asagi's words could cause them to lose heart and give up, their expressions became even more inflexible. For Asagi, the two Taimanin are still too inexperienced. After staring at them for a while, she lets out a sigh.
その方面に慣れた女タイマニンはたくさんいるわ。今からでも
Exactly.
今回の事
Turn
態
it down. Turn it down. Turn it down.
She says her words clearly.
Turn it down. Everyone screamed.
ご配慮には感謝します、浅木先生。ですが、私が今回の任務に最も適任であると信じます。そ
No.
れは浅木先生もご存知のはずです。
雪風は放っておくと暴走しがちです。ここは先輩として彼女をフォローするのが務めかと存じます。また私の能力は緊急時の脱出に最も向いています。
Spoiler alert in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Why the fuck didn't you use that when you had the chance then? Let's continue. The duo stared at Asagi with their eyes brimming with resolve, waiting for her answer. Asagi seemed to be moved at the pair's determination. However, watching her students grow into their roles, as Taimanin fills her with delight.
わかった。あなたたちに任せましょう。リンコ、雪風、読原へのまといの任務。
You should have listened to
し
her.
っかり務めなさい。
You should have listened to her. You would get a good end.
ありがとうございます。
Otherwise, we'll see what will happen maybe. The two look sincerely happy.
そうね、雪風。5年の歳月でも娘ならば本人確認はスムーズにいくでしょう。はい、もちろんです。
Their poodle mission assigned to the two is to rescue a particular Taimanin. She went missing during an assignment 5 years ago. Her name was Mizuki Shiranui, who happened to be Yukikaze's mother.
タイマニンは絶対に仲間を見捨てない。彼女は生きて必ずあの町にいる。彼女を必ず救い出しなさい。
Those are her parting words before she dismisses her pupils. Once outside, Yukikaze and Rinko reflexively look at each other.
リンコ先輩、
いよいよだな、雪風。
Rinko puts her hand on Yukikaze's shoulder.
はい。
Trembling with excitement, Yukikaze nods. Actually, so does Rinko. Before they displayed resolve in front of Asagi, it's hard for them to hide their apprehension at the thought of undertaking the put-on mission. Did she notice her senpai's uneasiness? Yukikaze puts her own hand on top of Rinko's.
リンコ先輩まで巻き込んでしまい、申し訳ないです。
Actually, she didn't have to. She could have said no. Her voice was meek, which was out of her character.
何を言う。雪風と私は相棒。そして私の妹同然だ。どこへでもついていってお前を助けるのは姉として当たり前のことだろ。
Those cheerful words are addressed not only to Yukikaze but to herself as well.
ありがとうございます、リンコ先輩。
Shaking off her worries, Yukikaze smiles.
して雪風。
Rinko suddenly lowers her voice.
達郎には今回の任務のことは話したのか。
As Rinko whispers, you just got assigned that, so... How was she supposed to talk about? As Rinko whispers, Yukikaze suddenly becomes flustered.
それはその
話してないのか。
話してないです。
Yukikaze's face catches fire under Rinko's concerned scrutiny.
やはりな。いいのか。いや、よくはないだろう。雪風、娼婦となって潜入するということは。
わかってます。
Yukikaze's stammering voice cuts Rinko off.
私、用事があるので先に行きます。
Red to the ears, Yukikaze starts running away through the hallway. Her destination is obvious.
うまくいくといいな、雪風。
Rinko mutters as she watches the back of her beloved younger sister who had matured into an elite Taimanin. I mean, not like real sister, like, you know, she feels like sister. Anyway, before long her expression becomes timid.
さて、とはいうものの、私自身はどうしたものかな。初めてのまま娼婦として見知らぬ男に散らされるのは少し乙女として辛いな。
Should have declined the mission. Like Yukikaze, Rinko has never been tainted. Will that pass? Their innocence might be why they accepted to pass for the mission in the first place. Two stupid girls. Exactly. A silent sigh joins the wind blowing on the hill. A silent sigh. It joins the wind blowing on the hill, also blows off my sadness. Lying on the meadow, I'm mindlessly staring at the drifting clouds. As one could expect, I'm still depressed. At times like this, I usually come to this place. Only me and a few others know about it. A secret spot where the whole landscape erupts in bloom when the season arrives. I'm the only one that wasn't selected. By now, Yukikaze and Rinko Anne are probably still in the middle of a strategy meeting concerning the put-on mission. Of course, as a full-fledged Taimanin. In contrast, I couldn't do anything during the mission besides sticking to these two. You could even say the enemies never even registered my presence. You bet they didn't.
The perfect ninja. Even if I can't use Ninpo.
Wow. The chuckles dies in my throat. I'm used to this sense of self-loathing. Born the heir of the Akiyama house, a spectacular disappointment. Let's be Akiyama Tatsurou.
Even Yukikaze must be disgusted with me. Can you blame her? I'm just a good for nothing after all. Despite being childhood friends, there is a great gap between us. It's common knowledge that Yukikaze is also from a renowned family. For the generations, the Mizuki family has been producing many Raito no Jutsu practitioners. Yukikaze's deceased father was also an expert. Wait, what? Weren't they all supposed to have like completely different powers? Raito no Jutsu, or the lightning art, manipulates thunder, which yields the explosive firepower among almost all ninpo. And it is said that Yukikaze is its strongest user in recent memory. Because, because her outflow is too intense, she has to use a pair of tailor-made guns as a catalyst for her ability. The pistols known as the lightning shooters are not weapons, but limiters built to control Yukikaze's overwhelmingly tremendous power. And I could easily tell that one day Yukikaze will control her own bolt of lightning without them. Maybe. Maybe not, actually. The next generation's ace, no doubt about it. I always thought I wanted to become a man that could be a match for her. Well, I still haven't made any progress. I mean, it's not like you need to be a ninja, right? There is a great gap, which keeps on expanding.
I sigh again. Suddenly, the blue sky is replaced by Yukikaze's face. One of the few who know of this place. Yukikaze calls out to move, her hands on her waist. I sluggishly get off the ground and move to a standing position. I guess. Yukikaze's tone is cheerful as usual. Her deeply tanned face. I mean, she's all tanned really, but she hasn't changed a bit since we were kids. Right now, I can't bear to look at that face. When did this happen? At some point, it became impossible for me to tell her my honest feelings.
Yeah, who cares?
Nevertheless, an old habit forced to be blurred out a grumble in the face of a childhood friend.
Well, that's right, but...
Actually, it's not suited for kunoichi. It's not suited for men, I guess. Oh my god.
Kunoichi aside, I'm still the only one that did make it. It has to be because I used it up to the task during the mission.
I mean... Chotto, give me a second. Asagi said that only Yukikaze and Rinko made it. Of all the people. That doesn't mean that Tatsurou is the only failure. There might have been other missions as well, right? And other people might have not made it. Am I incorrect in that thinking? I think I'm correct. Yukikaze stares in surprise after hearing that. Did I skip some dialogue of yours? No, okay.
So I'm just an extra.
I've thrown inadvertently. After being struck down for a while.
Are you trying to cheer me up or kick me up when I'm already down? Are you sure?
Yukikaze says so with great assurance. Yep, no trace of irony here. She's really trying to raise my spirit with this. I feel like she can be ironic, but well, is that optimism, dopiness, or genius, or stupidity?
Yeah. I feel grand on Miss Awesome. Now if I could witness some more of Miss Awesome's wonderful ninpo, I would surely be lifted to heaven.
の嫌みったらしい言い方。せっかく人が気を使ってきてるのに。
Yukikaze poofs out her cheeks. Because she's not able to poof the chest, Miss Awesome put on her angry face. Even like this, she sure is... cute. I'm the only one that get to see this side of her. Despite appearances, she's deeply shy of strangers at school, to the point that yes, thanks I know are the extent of her conversations with the other boys. Therefore, the guys consider her as a talented beauty, hard to approach, but therefore cool and gorgeous. Gorgeous! Once again. I keep forgetting I should be doing this with right hand, because over here I'm cutting out the window. As I'm staring at her face absent-mindedly, Yukikaze's rising embarrassment causes her to start blushing. No, it's not.
嘘。私の顔じっと見てなんかいろいろ考えてた。何考えてたの？
The twin tails actually suck. She's waiting for my answer, with some sort of explanations in her eyes. Hey, it's not her with the twin tails. I've been repeating that quite a lot of times before.
No, well, if the guys at school would discover that part of you, you'd be even more popular or something like that.
Yukikaze displays a blank look for a moment before raising her eyebrows sternly.
何それ？達郎は私が他の男子にモテたら嬉しいわけ？
There is an edge in her voice. I mean, I meant it as an indirect praise, but it seems all I managed to do is anger her.
No, it's not what I said.
そういうわけじゃないなら何よ。達郎のそういううじうじはっきりしないとこ、私一番嫌い。
Yukikaze folds her arms while glaring at me.
とっとと白状しなさい。私の顔見て何考えてたの？
I mean...
いやとかだからはもういい。
What I want to say is the usual, because I know he's cute and that is good.
Somehow I get really embarrassed and start mumbling midway. Yukikaze will be Yukikaze. Now she's the one turning red and fidgeting.
そう、私のこと可愛いって思ってるんだ。達郎、私のこと可愛いって。
Oh, for heaven's sake, why do I constantly do that? Like I minimize the window. I not minimize, but make it smaller, whatever.
I never said it before?
Yukikaze vigorously nods her head at my hesitating inquiry.
初めて聞いた。
I see. I've always thought so.
ありがとう。
We both stop looking at each other. As we are both bashfully looking at our feet, the conversation dies down. Isn't the right mood for something? Like embracing her, kissing her. Heart thumping, I start reaching out towards Yukikaze. She suddenly resumes speaking.
What?
Jarred, I let my arms fall to my side.
初めてキスしたの覚えてる？
Surprised at how she seemed to read my mind, I let out a shrilly sound.
覚えてないの？
Yukikaze shoots me a threatening glare.
I do.
I hesitated but did not speak out the memory that was still clear like skies. We were kids, still honest with our feelings at the time. Yeah, I mean, I think you need to stay kind of a kid when it comes to that, kind of. Like, sure, you can't act like a kid, but when it comes to feelings, you have to be kind of like a kid, so basically be able to say it out loud. Anyway, when we learned about the word kiss, we started putting it into practice as kids too. Do they?
I remember it became quite a big deal after Rinko and walked in on us.
At that, Yukikaze's face lights up.
Ah, yeah, she was so mad.
それでリンコ先輩が達郎にキスして、私もリンコ先輩とキスして、最後は3人で口がベットベトになるまでやっちゃったんだよね。
Rinko is his sister, right? Blood-related sister. What the?
We did, yeah. The memories.
本当お子様だったよね、私たち。
Well, kids be kids, you know.
だよね。
That special memory makes us share a chuckle. After it tapers off, Yukikaze let out a sigh.
今しよっか。
Eh? You mean? Yukikaze's unexpected proposal immediately sends my heart into overdrive. I mean, if I had a heart rate sensor, mine would be constant.
キス、今するの。
Yukikaze takes the lead. Before I could notice, her body became very close. Her scarlet face raises towards me. I mean mine.
私とキスするの嫌？
He probably remembered the Rinko in that situation.
No, that's the. If I'm enough for you, then.
目をつぶってよ。
Yukikaze whispers while looking away shyly.
Yeah.
I obey.
開けたら来撃だから。
Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes.
A tender sensation on my lips. Her sweet fragrance fills my nose. My second kiss with Yukikaze. But since it's not child's play anymore, this is our first true kiss. Time seems to dilate around us. Ultimately, her scent drifts away from me.
もう目開けていいよ。
Rather than ever, Yukikaze reappears in front of me.
私は嫌いな男子とキスなんてしないから。
I mean, that's a huge plus.
Yeah.
だからそういうこと？
I mean, I don't kiss a girl that I don't like as well. Wait. Yeah, correct. I don't kiss a girl I don't like, yeah.
Yeah.
Even a blockhead like me understands how Yukikaze wants me to answer. But I don't have the courage to spit it out, so I gently held her hand instead. For I might have disappointed her again, she's clasping my hand back. We stayed like that for a while, simply silent. But it was a pleasant moment, and given my relationship with Yukikaze up until now, this was just good enough. Was it for?
By the way, this mission to the Furkunichi, what is it about?
うん。
Ah.
それは。
Yukikaze is taken back, her eyes darting away awkwardly. Her unusually stiff expression seems to say, I can't tell. I can't tell.
Sorry, the mission details shouldn't be divulged, yeah, okay.
うん。そう。ある女性に扮して潜入する。
Some woman.
そんな感じ。
I see. That's why it was impossible for me.
I mean, with current science. Maybe because she feels bad. I should not laugh at my own things. Maybe because she feels bad about me being rejected. Her tone sounds apologetic. To salvage the mood, I opt to tell her now what I decided.
You know what, I wanted to be some help to Yukikaze, so I think we're gonna apply for the next special camp.
本当に？
Her eyes shift to me again.
Indeed.
I noted her exclamation of surprise. Special camp is basically a kind of prep school. Separated from the academy's normal curriculum, you could say it's a special training to form the elites. It is held once a year. An attendee has to pass an entrance exam to apply for the special camp. Every year, a lot of determined students apply. It is like the high road to success for talented Taimanins. But you all were supposed to be, like, talentless, so... Both Yukikaze and Rinko passed the appliance at the age of 13. And graduated from it with greatest honors. In my case, well, it goes without saying.
そっか、達郎も特別キャンプに挑戦するんだ。
Yeah, I'll pass the examination and become a trainee for sure.
Then once my skills are sharpened, I think I'll be able to find a way to help you rescue your mother.
達郎、それってすごく嬉しい。
Yukikaze looks as happy as I am.
So do your best on the mission. I'll also be working hard.
ありがとう、達郎。私頑張ってお母さんを救い出してみせる。
Yukikaze nods vigorously, then seems to falter a bit.
それでね、さっきの任務の話なんだけど。
Yeah?
任務の内容なんだけど。
She tries to add something, glancing on and over at me.
Is it fine to tell me?
Yukikaze's only answer is to bite her lip. Somehow she's different from usual.
Could it be she's feeling the pressure of the put-on mission? Is there something?
ごめん、やっぱ話したらダメだよね。忘れて。
I mean, you could have just rejected the mission then. Yukikaze shakes off her doubts with a smile.
それより行くわよ。
What? Where?
お腹すいた。稲毛屋行こう。
Alright then.
The sudden change of subject leaves me a bit puzzled. Inageya is a cafe located at the center of the hidden village. It has become a place of relaxation for the girls attending Gosha. Their specialty is a takeaway Shiratama and Mitsu, a desert and favorite of Yukikaze's. The owner, an old woman called Inage, is said to have been a feared master of time-honored kunoichi-like bedroom art. But it might just be rumor. She's loud. I can't. Oh my god. She slapped my shoulders while saying so, back to her usual self. Bedroom arts, what the fuck? And so, several days have passed. Tomorrow, Yukikaze and Rinko will undertake the put-on mission. To my surprise, Rinko summoned me to the dojo. There is a kendo dojo in my family's estate. It's commonly known as the Akiyama dojo. Itoryu style is the dojo's tradition. It's imparted to Taimanins since archaic times, founded by one Akiyama Susho. I have no idea what's written there. When the master family Igawa family was knighted, Susho was appointed to be their sword instructor. My father was the 48th head of the family. Holy shit. Until he was killed in action several years ago, that is. Was he one of the two? Because supposedly there were two in the last 20 years or something, like when Asagi was on a mission, right? Which means I should have been the 49th head of the family. Unless your sister. But of course I don't fit the part. Everybody could see that, and I myself never dreamed of it. Thus the seat of the 49th patriarch remains vacant. For now, Rinko is acting as a surrogate, training the 32 followers of the style. Naturally, I am among them. For no one told me, I'm aware of a rumor that Rinko Anne might become the first matriarch of the Akiyama house. Yeah, why not? It's a shame to admit, but I second that as well. I cannot imagine myself ever surpassing her. In swordsmanship, no. In ninjutsu, as well. Well, anyway, I mean, with that attitude, then for sure.
What's up, Rinko?
She's sitting on the floor and raises her face towards me as I approach. I mean, you called for me, so... Wearing a pensive expression, she says no more. It seems something is on her mind. It's as if she wants to say something but cannot bear to bring it up. I have rarely seen Rinko like this.
Rinko, what's wrong?
Only after my puzzled inquiry does she resume talking. She sounded like a father who'd want to speak with his daughter, but he's not sure how to start the conversation.
What? What do you mean? Are you talking about my special camp application? I've been following the intensive training regimen to pass the examination.
Surely she asked if, you know, Yukikaze told him what the mission is about, right? Despite her formal answer, that didn't seem to be the subject she had in mind. It becomes obvious when she doesn't dismiss me, yet lets the conversation die out, falling silent once again.
So, Rinko, wasn't there something you want to tell me?
After I call out to her, Rinko looks up suddenly, as if she just noticed me. Never before did I see her brooding so. Yeah. I sit on my heels in front of Rinko, assuming the same posture as her. Rinko starts speaking gently.
Eh? Really?
No, there's... I lose my cool after Rinko says, you didn't have any cool, man, to begin with. After Rinko says so with such a serious face. Thanks to the keys, I may have acted more cheerful lately. But that is that. Right now, I must focus on training harder than ever. Rinko leans toward me, anxious for my answer. Her glare is piercing me. I'd rather keep it a secret, so I avert my eyes. I mean, it's not like he took the initiative. Rinko is overjoyed, she slaps her thigh with her hands.
No, that's...
I was expecting a sermon, so these cheers take me by surprise. Now ignoring my presence, Rinko starts mumbling something.
He's your brother! Rinko, what are you talking about?
While saying that, Rinko suddenly stretches her legs out from under her.
Going say what?
Some pretty unthinkable words just came out from her mouth.
What?
At first I thought I misheard that. But it was not me.
I don't remember this being in the animation, not gonna lie.
She repeats herself without a second thought.
So, you and what? What?
She just sounds angry now. But for her to lie, inviting me on the doreless floor wearing her Taimanin suit and telling me to do what she wants me to do...
What's that supposed to mean? You're not making any sense, woman. It should be a problem to attack me with your siblings, god damn it! And what would boss about going second? Rinko, you're acting a bit too, no, really weird, god damn it.
All this round gets me in return is a blank stare.
Tell me what?
Yukikaze としたのだろう?
Rinko asked me as if slightly confused. Did what? Well, kiss, yeah, but how does that lead me? And you doing something more? She goes pop-eyed for a moment, then brings her legs back under her.
そうか。ならばいい。
She starts getting up as if to signify the end of the conversation. What? Wait, what? Oh, tomate! What was it all about just now? What? At this rate, she's going to leave me at a loss. More importantly, I'm so worried about her buffing behavior. Arlene came close to having a heart attack here. For starters, it's the first time. I mean, Tatsuro. I mean, are you surprised, Tatsuro? And it was from someone I admire very much. Now standing, Rinko spontaneously turns, a candid face towards me.
Tatsuro, 私とセックスする話は忘れてくれ。
Eh?
忘れてくれ。
Okay. It was not something that can be forgotten that easily, but I still not for now. My consent causes Rinko's features to relax.
でも、もしだ。私とセックスすることになったとして、達郎は嫌か?
No? Refuse!
嫌なのか?
She doesn't seem to be joking. But she doesn't look serious either. I'm lost.
達郎は私とセックスしたくないのか?
I mean, who cares about Yukikaze? Being asked so bluntly by a woman does nothing to alleviate my tension. I wouldn't refuse. I mean, you're super pretty.
セックスしたいか?
He just said he wouldn't refuse, for fuck's sake. Rinko, stop making it harder for making it a video. God damn it. Yeah. Pressured by Rinko, I admit my true feelings as a man.
そうか.
This cheers her up in a flash.
そうか。達郎は私とセックスしたいのだな。わかったぞ。
Still smiling at those words, she leaves the dojo. And I remain there alone for a while, torn between confusion and excitement at what in the world just happened. The morning after. Yukikaze and Rinko are about to depart for the put-on mission. Even though we didn't plan beforehand, Yukikaze is waiting for me on that hill. Since my own father lost his life on the mission, I'm fully aware this could be our final farewell. In fact, everybody in this village is familiar with this feeling. This is why on this morning as well, we are talking about mundane subjects. We did kiss just the other day, so we're a bit self-conscious. Leaving my side, Yukikaze stands up. Do your best! After replying, she stares at me intently. Yeah. I wonder if she has any more parting words. Or actions. Her odd attitude baffles me. She glances down and bites her lip, but then looks straight into my eyes. Eh? Yeah, I also like you because for like my sister more. A couple, yes. Lovers, not really, not yet. Yeah. If you know, you know. She's slightly shivering. The next moment I realized that I was hugging her tight. It was the thing a man should do, was what I thought. I really will do my best to become a man worthy of you. That was that? That was a short conversation between the two. Yukikaze closes her eyes. That will be our third kiss.
And that's the end of the trial. We shall meet shortly, maybe. I have no idea. Anyway, that was Taimanin Yukikaze. The trial, technically. I mean, over here there was some craziness, wasn't there, with that dojo situation. Other than that, kind of possible, I guess. But yeah, I mean, if you've watched the animation, you know where this is going, I'm sure. And so do I, unfortunately, even though I wish I didn't know. And not because I want to freshly experience the game, but I just wish I didn't know, okay? I would feel better that way. Because it's a nightmare. And you know what, now that I think about it, Yukikaze has one of the probably most messed up endings. Anyway, there are 2 more Yukikaze games on Steam. For the next one, I will be checking out. I don't know if we'll be playing, because I think it's like a card game or more like gacha game. So I mean, no, it's not for me then. And I don't know about the 4th one, what it is about. But yeah, I mean, maybe there will be some more Taimanin, or maybe not, depending on what exactly those 2 are. For really, if that one is a gacha, then not a chance. The other one, I don't know what it is. If it's something that can be played, I mean, I guess we'll play it. And that's it. Also, Rinko clearly superior to the character from the title of the game. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you don't have nightmares of Taimanin, if you know Taimanin. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.